Hello, friends. Hi, everyone. I am Sarah May, and welcome to 15 Mindful Minutes. We will give it a few minutes here, waiting until just past the top of the hour before we begin. But if you are joining us, it'd be very lovely if you wanted to post in the comments a little hello, maybe let us know where you are listening from. We are going to do a 15-minute mindfulness meditation today. And it's always nice to know in meditation that we are joined by a community of others who is here with us in practice, who is supporting us in our practice, just as we are supporting others with our presence. Yeah, thank you so much for just typing in the chat, like a little hello, maybe say where you're listening from. And we are live on Facebook and on LinkedIn and on YouTube. So if I'm responding to a comment that you don't see, that's probably why. So it's really lovely as I see the comments rolling in to just recognize that there's people here from all uh, over the world. There is Louisiana, Maryland, California, all over the states, Uruguay, Ethiopia, Peru, Kenya, so the UK. So that's really, really lovely to see. And feel free to keep chiming in and saying hello as I just chat here for a little moment. I wanted to tell you guys. Something that happened to me yesterday. For the first time in my life, I actually got a concussion yesterday. I hit my head really hard and I'm fine, but I did have a concussion or do have a concussion. And I wish I could say it happened doing something fun like surfing, but it was just a regular old human silly accident, silly mistake. But because I had a concussion, I had to spend all day yesterday resting my mind, right? The doctor's advice was to rest the mind. And that included, limiting cognitive activity. So, no reading, no doing this type of resting that we might normally do where we're like looking at our phones or scrolling through social media, right? And we call that resting a lot of times, or oh, I just need to relax. I just need to zone out for a moment, right? And we pick up the phone and we start the scrolling, and a lot of times, we feel worse at the end of that period of time versus better, right? It's not true rejuvenating, restorative rest for the mind if we're occupying the mind, and especially not if we're doing activities that cause us stress, right, or agitation. So that was really something interesting to sit with yesterday and to be with, right? Yeah, Tamisa says your body forcing you to switch off. Yeah, exactly. I do believe that our bodies sometimes have a way of like reaching out and saying, time to stop, time to rest, right? Um, but and I was thinking that even during meditation, we sometimes fall into this trap of doing, even in our meditation practice, right? We're trying to do the meditation. We're striving for perfection. We're tightening up our effort around wanting to be focused, right? Um, so I thought, what if today, for our 15 mindful minutes, instead, we really felt into our meditation practice as a means of resting the mind, as a means of further protecting the mind, and really dropped into perhaps what might be for some of us a very subtle difference between the doing of the meditation and just the resting back into meditation, right? Um, so, so that's going to be the focus today, just resting the mind. And so thank you guys so much for all of your comments and for saying hello and for your well wishes too. And let's go ahead and do a little practice, right? So put yourself in a comfortable position. Hopefully, we can put ourselves in a comfortable place. We are all on a device, so I invite you to turn off notifications. If possible, right, set the device to airplane mode and you can look away from the screen. You can close your eyes. You only need to hear the sound of my voice. And hopefully we can put ourselves in like a relatively quiet space where we can be relatively free from distractions. And let's just go ahead and find our posture. A meditation posture that balances comfort with being alert and upright. Perhaps taking a few deep, full breaths in and out through the nose, and just using that as a cue to the body that we are leaving this ordinary space and entering into the sacred space of meditation. With each exhale breath, let the shoulders drop a little further, let the belly soften. Let the whole body relax into your seat a little bit more. And at the same time, with every breath in, feeling a little more tall, a little more alert, a little more awake and alive. And just allow yourself to be here fully. Just 15 mindful minutes. The body present, and the mind present with the body. And today's intention, today's invitation is just to rest the mind. And we're going to allow the mind to rest on the breath. So as we breathe steadily in and out through the nose, what does it feel like in the body to allow the mind to rest back? Not moving forward, seeking breath, but shifting back, resting back, doing less. As if we're just allowing the mind to lie down for a moment on this pillow of breath. Sensing breath as a blanket, sensing breath as a support. Breath as a steady and soft foundation on which we can rest. Perhaps aware of the back of the body, the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, the back of the heart. What does it feel like to practice shifting back, resting back, letting go of doing and simply being? Even in this moment, not doing the meditation, but just allowing ourselves to be in meditation. Can we just be and can we let be? Whatever is arising in this moment, can we simply let it be? No need to shift forward and engage. No need to insert ourselves or alter this moment in any way. We can just stay back, just resting, just relaxing, and allow for whatever is arising. Allow for this moment to be just as it is. Truly resting the mind. Resting the mind on the steadiness and the gentleness of breath. Allowing breath to hold the mind right here and right now. There's nothing that needs to get done. Nothing that needs to be different. This moment right here and right now is perfectly enough, just as it is. Noting what it feels like in the body to hear those words. That this moment is perfectly enough, just as it is. We just be with whatever is arising. Letting everything be, including ourselves. Just resting the mind on the breath. No need to do the meditation, no striving, no trying, no effort at all. Just being present with breath. And aware of what that feels like in the body, in the heart, in the mind. Truly rest. So I invite you to continue this practice of resting, simply being, just hitting pause and staying in the meditation for as long as you would like to. And if you're ready to close the meditation, what might it feel like to keep a bit of this sensation of resting back? Even as we open the eyes, even as we move forward, so to speak, into the rest of the day, right? Would it feel like to find or maintain greater balance between this energy of moving forward and doing and getting things done, and yet at the same time sensing into this energy of resting back, shifting back, simply being, right? So that is the invitation, is to play with that balance throughout the rest of your day, and to perhaps contemplate, what it really means to protect the mind, to truly rest the mind. I hope and wish that all of you out there listening get the opportunity to truly rest the mind. I'm going to also post a link in the comments, to a little blog about protecting the mind, and you can learn more about what that might mean and contemplate that a bit. But thank you guys so much for joining me in this meditation. Much needed for me personally, and I hope it is of benefit to you too. And if you would like to join more live guided meditations nearly every day of the week, please do join us on the Connect Mindfulness community, which is now free for everyone. So connect.mindfulnessexercises.com. So thank you all. May you be well and may you be well rested, right? Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.